National movement in India, partition and independence 1939 to 1947. The popular upsurge 1946 to 1948. The soldiers of INA were imprisoned and the British decided to punish them. A trial of INA soldiers was begun. The British decided to court-martial them for being traitors to the army and hanging them to death in punishment. After the World War, the people were also restless because of food shortage and rationing of food, high prices, black marketing and hoarding. So the workers and railway postal employees were planned to go on India-wide strike against prices. On 18 February 1946, the guards or ratings of the Royal Indian Navy in Bombay Harbour went on hunger strike to protest against the bad food and bad behavior of their British officers, and the strike rapidly spread to other naval men on the Bombay shore and all the naval bases in India. The navy men put up their tricolour and crescent and the hammer and sickle flags jointly on the mast of the ship. A naval central strike committee was elected with M.S. Khan as its head. The strike committee demanded better food, equal pay for white and Indian sailors. They also demanded for the release of INA soldiers and other political prisoners, and also withdrawal of Indian troops from Indonesia. Nearly 78 ships, 20 shore establishments, and 20,000 ratings took part in the strike. The hundreds of students, both Hindus and Muslims, came out on the streets of Bombay to support them. Especially on February 22nd, 3 lakh mill workers put down their tools in Bombay and fought violently for 2 days on the streets with the police and the army. At the same time, some peasant agitations also raised. The major one in Bengal, the agitation started under the leadership of Kisan Sabha. It was called Tebaga movement. They were demanded that the sharecroft. In Hyderabad also, a peasant movement took place under the leadership of Communist Party. Nearly almost 3,000 villages were part of this movement, and many were took arms, especially women forces also there, especially the guerrilla attacks are common in this Communist Party massive movement in Hyderabad state. Another movement in Travancore, Kerala, it is Punnapvayalar, the village name. The many peasant movements took place in the Travancore region of Kerala. Negotiation for transfer of power. When the political negotiations between top leaders began again in 1945, the British agreed to create an entirely the Indian Central Executive Council, except for the Viceroy and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. But transfer negotiations were failed because the Muslim League, the Jinnah, was demand that the League should have an absolute right to choose all the Muslim members of Executive Council. But during that time only, all the Congress party have many Muslim leaders, and also Unionist Party of Punjab, which had a large number of Muslim members. These did not agree with the Muslim League's demand. In fact, that Maulana Azad, in those times, he is the leader of the Congress party delegations for these discussions. At the same times, all the Muslim reserve seats were owned by Muslim League party. Muslim League became itself as sole spokesperson of Indian Muslims because it had got more than 86% of Muslim votes. In 1946, the Congress swept the general constituencies, capturing over 91% of the non-Muslim vote. In the 1946, the British cabinet sent a 3-member mission team to Delhi examine the demand made by the League and suggest suitable political framework for Indian freedom. The cabinet mission toured the country for 3 months and recommended a 3-tier confederation, but India was to remain united. Initially, all the major parties accepted this plan, but agreement was short-lived because the parties had different opinions of the plans. The Muslim League decided that its demand cannot be met through discussions, and it must ask the people to come out on the streets. It decided on direct action to win its demand for Pakistan and announced 16th August 1946 as Direct Action Day. On this day, riots started in Kolkata. These riots lasted for several days and several thousand people died in the riots. By March 1947, violence spread to many parts of the northern India. Because of this mass violence, the Congress agreed for dividing of Punjab into two halves in March 1947, and one half was to be with a Muslim majority and the other with a Hindu and Sikh majority. Congress also agreed for a similar division in Bengal. So finally in 1947 February, Mountbatten is the Viceroy of India. He replaced Wavell and became the Viceroy. Mountbatten started one's last round of talks to find a solution. Now that Muslim nation Pakistan was created, a painful and unimaginable situation arose many people. Most Hindus living on Pakistani side of the border felt insecure and forced to leave their homes. So did many Muslims living on the other side of this border. Not all the people wanted this. Not all the people understood why this was happening. They felt anger and hatred against each other for being forced to move out for their homes, villages, and cities. Around 1.5 crore people, both Hindus and Muslims, were displaced. They killed, looted, and burnt each other. Between 2 to 5 lakh people, both Muslims and Hindus, were killed. After this, the Congress was passed a resolution on the rights of minorities. Congress party had never accepted the two-nation theory. It was forced to accept partition against its will. It still believed that India is a land of many religions and many races and must remain so. Whatever the be situation in Pakistan, India would be a democratic secular state where all citizens enjoy full rights and or have equal right to get the protection of the state irrespective of the religion to which they belong. The assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. On 15th August 1947, Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation, was trying to bring peace to riot turned Noakhali in Bengal. He came to the capital Delhi only on 9th September 1947. The old man was unhappy with the communal riots in the northwestern India and tried to calm the fears and anger of the people. Yet some section of people were annoyed with Gandhi for his role in Indian politics. They disturbed his all-religion prayer meetings many times. An unsuccessful attempt on his life was made 2 days before in his actual assassination. It was on 28 January 1948 that Gandhi said, "If I am to die by the bullet of a madman, I must do so smiling. There must be no anger within me. God must be in my heart and on my lips." Finally, less than 6 months after independence, on the evening of 30th January 1948, Gandhi was shot with 3 bullets while going for his all-religion prayer meeting. As desired by him, before dying, Gandhi said, "Hey Ram." His assassin, Nathuram Godse, ran off from the scene of crime and was later arrested in Mumbai. He was once a member of Hindu Mahasabha, and because of his actions, many became against this organization. Finally, the All India Hindu Mahasabha decided to suspend its political work and concentrate on real organizational work, the integration of states. There were around 550 princely states in India. These states enjoyed different levels of sovereignty, but all were under British power. As the British were going to withdraw from India, these princely states were going to become independent. They were asked to decide if they wanted to join India, Pakistan, or remain independent. The ordinary people of the princely states had become aware of democratic rights through participation in Prajamandal movements. They did not want the princely families to continue to rule over them. In Travancore, Hyderabad, peasants were revolting with arms against the ruling Jamindars. Sardar Patel was given charge of this matter in July 1947. He began discussion with the princess about the necessity to join in India. He even made it clear that if they did not do so, the army would have to be sent to complete the process of unification. By 15th August 1947, all states except Kashmir, Hyderabad and Junagadh had agreed to sign the Instrument of Accession with India. These three states were also made to join in the next 2 years. The government of these princely states was taken over, and the princes were given pension funds called privy purse to meet their personal expenses.
Importance to justify the struggles and sacrifices of millions of Indians and realize the dream of India as one nation.
जिस चीज से मुल्क को फायदा नहीं होता है, उस चीज से आकर हमको खुद को भी नुकसान होता है। वो चीज हमें समझ के हमें जो हिंदुस्तान आज सदियों के बाद एक हुआ है और एक मौका मिला है, वो गुमाना नहीं चाहिए।
Sardar Patel convinced all the states to join in, even as Junagadh and Hyderabad played truant. In the end, Junagadh caved in, but there had to be police action before the Nizam of Hyderabad surrendered, and thus he came to be known as the Iron Man of India. A grateful nation salutes Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the pioneer of national unity.
If you like the video, please subscribe my channel and share to your friends.